To some, school athletics seems like just a game or an extracurricular that has little to no importance on academic or life success. However, high school athletics have benefits that last much longer after the arena lights have dimmed and the crowds have gone home. In fact, these benefits stretch as far as physical fitness, emotional and mental well-being, and academic performance. Now, there have been recent talks about cutting sports due to budget restrictions, and in some of these talks, they have even considered cutting sports altogether. If successful, the cutting of sports will have a much larger negative impact on the youth and their well-being, and evidence will show the toll it will take on their physical fitness, emotional and mental well-being, along with their academic performance. Now, many of these schools may think that this is the only option, or that there's just no money in these sports anymore. But what they are not taking into consideration is the underlying issues that will arise due to cutting these sports. And the largest of those issues being childhood obesity. With the convenience of fast food and the eradication of physical activity at school, childhood obesity will continue to rise. And with childhood obesity, that leads to severe illnesses such as diabetes that can overall affect your quality of life. The second issue is the toll it will take on, on developing social skills. Researchers from the Social Behavior and Personality Journal reveal that without sports, children lose an opportunity to learn valuable skills such as collaborating with others, how to treat others with respect, and working in harmony with others. Along with this, they also lose an opportunity to build strong bonds with one another, give each other a sense of purpose, and have an outlet to help with emotional support or academic support. The final issue I'd like to touch on is the toll it will take on mental and emotional well-being along with their academic performance. Mental health issues can decrease overall qualities of life and lead to other issues. Of the top reported is anxiety, and from the CDC, 32% of children have reported anxiety, and 8.1 of those 32% have severe implications from that anxiety. Now, the research shows that untreated children with anxiety have a higher risk to underperform in class or in school, along with have a higher risk of substance abuse and violent tendencies. Now, withholding sports from being cut due to budget restrictions is absolutely necessary and crucial in developing these children for life after high school. From the United States Department of Health, the physical activity guidelines for American children recommend that ages from 6 to 17 have 60 minutes of physical activity, anywhere from moderate to rigorous. These things can include bone strengthening, weight strengthening, or muscle strengthening, or even things like walking or running. School sports are an extremely convenient and low-cost way to meet these guidelines. An article from the Recreation Sports Journal found that children who participate in regular physical activity compared to those who don't had better heart health, lower body fat, and even stronger bones. And in addition to these physical benefits are the social benefits, and one of the largest of those being teamwork and coexisting with other teammates. Now, previously I had asked you, the audience, if you had ever participated in a sport, and if you did, if those sports left a lasting effect on you. And almost all of you answered yes. And if you did answer yes, most of you answered that teammates and friendships were one of the most impactful things that you got from these sports. Now, teammates allow for a network of team members that reinforce high academic performance and the overall well-being of others. Teammates rally around one another, whether it is for schoolwork or if it's for emotional support in times of turmoil. Now, for most in these times of turmoil, sports is all they have to boost their mood. From the Journal of Adolescent Health, researchers found that kids in these school sports reported less symptoms of depression, anxiety, and higher mental health compared to those who did not participate in these sports. Now, if my plan were enacted, it would build a future that is strictly beneficial for children. For example, when I have children, if my plan is still enacted, I will be reassured that at the minimum my child will receive vast benefits from these sports. I will know that my child will wake up every day with a sense of purpose and a sense of belonging to their sport, and I know that they will have support emotionally and academically from their teammates. Now, I could see how some of you could still be a little bit skeptical, but I want you to take this scenario into consideration. Imagine there's a single mother who has to work all the time and is not around their kids much. Now, their kid is in a sport. The coach for that kid may be the only responsible adult that they have, or the only adult to put them on a right path. Now, if you take these sports away from these children, who else will they have to turn to, and what adults will lead them down a path? Now, along with this, if you limit sports, then the cost will be more than just a dollar sign. Without sports, underlying issues such as physical fitness, social skills, mental and emotional well-being, and the strive for academic achievements will become much more prevalent, and we will have less ways to deal with these issues. To prevent this from happening, I've contacted school boards, superintendents, and even city councils to explain the advantages of keeping school sports in the budget, and I encourage you all to do the same. Now, today we explored the problem of cutting sports due to budget restrictions. We examined its effects and decided that keeping sports was of the most valuable solution. Now, as I wrap up, I want to thank you all for listening today and tuning in. But before I finish, I would like to share a funny story that really ties this all together, and it's from a time when I was in sports. So we were around the age 11 to 13. I played soccer, and we had kind of been acting up that day, and we hadn't really been listening to our coach, so he got fed up and told us all to just go run for the rest of practice. Now, being 11 to 13-year-olds, of course we were going to act up. So as we were running around, there was trash cans and stuff like that, so we decided it'd be a good idea to hurdle him and mess around because we didn't think he could see us anymore. But now eventually one of us knocked over one of these trash cans, and as we were in a frenzy to pick up all the trash before our coach noticed us, we heard a scream, and he told us to all come back in. And at that moment, we kind of all knew that we were screwed. When we got back, he asked us if we thought it was funny, kind of went on about it, and he said, since you guys can't run by yourselves, we're going to be doing sprints until you puke. And now we didn't really believe him, so we were just like, whatever. But now that day, we did run until we threw up. And every single one of us threw up. And we finally ended practice after the last person did. Now, from that, all of those kids that were on that team and were there that day played soccer and stayed with it all the way through high school. And it even led to our team being a 4-time conference championship, and we ended up going 52-3. Now, this shows that teamwork and teammate building is so crucial to having success future in life. Now, I want to thank you guys again for being here today and listening. I hope this speech has shown just how important school sports are to the youth. Now, I hope you all have a great day.